Yeah. All right. 3, 2, 1. Action.
光りたいしかきたいめんどくさい僕らが手にしたい明日は儚くて絶えなくて話したくなくなるかけがえない White Twilight 歌いたいただやいたいやつなんていないそんな大概な夜くらい感じ合っていたいからマリアっていたいたいくらい笑い合っていたい
Hey guys, it's the Mid 3 podcast, where three Middle Easterns are going to sort of talk about anime, but not really. We actually have a follow up from the previous episode, from a recommended show by Ahmed, Severance, which we will get into. We have a lot to talk
I'm
about.
the
with
resident
Severance.
hater, so you know a show I recommend is good.
Exactly, he's our resident hater.
Or you're just biased towards it.
You know it's good.
He seldom likes a lot of things. So we tried giving it a shot. We
Opening
finished
out
season 1.
backwards.
Oh, sorry. We finished season 1 and one episode of season 2. Ahmed, you're caught up to. You're finished season 2, right? You're completely done.
Oh, yeah.
So Ahmed's done. Me and MK are the ones that started out, and yeah, we're gonna kick off with Severance. Oh, sorry, introductions. Well, we already introduced the resident hater
I was about
and the Segway King,
What's up?
MK. So yeah, MK, you wanna kick us off?
Okay. So Severance. I'd heard from a lot of people that this show was good. It's
yeah.
number 1 trending on Apple for a while. Everyone's saying it's good. And Ahmed told us it's all he's thinking about. It's his version of JJK. So I
He
was
said
like,
he's
I
more
got to
excited
see
for
this shit.
Severance season 3 than
He
JJK
did.
season 3.
Than JJK season 3, which is a big claim. Now, in his defense, we've only seen season 1 and not season 2. And the Severance hype came during and after season 2, which makes me
Yeah.
assume season 2 is better than season 1.
Season 2 is more hype.
So, like, everything that we're going to talk about today is just season 1 and 1 episode of season 2.
Yeah.
So I'm going to start. This show is, objectively speaking, amazing. It just is.
Wait, can
the
we talk about
direction-
how you guys didn't have any episodes watched until the last 2 days, and then you binged the whole thing?
Yeah.
Bro, I
You
binged
guys
it in
stopped
1
watching
day,
it, like I said.
I think, or 2 days. It's-
So the it's incredibly well made. The direction is incredible. I did not know Ben Stiller was this good of a director.
yeah, when I
Great.
saw Ben Stiller, I was like, I don't remember him directing
yeah,
anything
yeah.
else.
Hope he's not a Zionist. I really hope.
Direction is great. Acting is great. Whatever. Story is really cool. It's very intriguing. But my one critique of the show, and it's not really a critique of the show, it's just a comment. It's very hard to binge because it's so heavy. Like I
Yeah.
watched 3 episodes and I'm like, I need
It's
to watch
depressing.
like an episode of Friends or something.
Yeah.
I need to like go for
That's
a
how
walk.
I felt
need-
about the show this is based on. This is how I felt about Black
It's on
Mirror.
show.
Oh, the show's based
Yeah,
on...
it's giving very Black Mirror vibes. Very
Yeah.
Black Mirror vibes. Like I watched 2 or 3 episodes of Black Mirror. I'm like, well, I
Not
hate
based
life
on,
now,
inspired
but-
by.
Yeah. So that's the only thing I have with the show, but it's very interesting and a lot of questions. Like, when we got the reveal, okay. Firstly, spoiler alert.
Oh yeah,
Well,
spoiler,
season one,
obviously.
at least.
Season
Yeah.
1 and 1 episode
Season
of
1,
season
yeah.
2, yeah. And the first episode.
When we got the reveal at the end of the season about who she was,
Yeah.
that was mind blown. Absolutely
Crazy.
That was,
And the thing
No, I did not
about
expect
everything
that.
about the show, by the way, is everything is sitting right there for you to put it together, but you
Yeah.
never do. And then they tell
then
you,
it
and you're
makes
like,
sense.
"Fuck, I should have put it together."
yeah, it makes sense because now it makes sense as to why when she threatened all this shit, her outie was still like, "Bitch, stay there,"
Yep.
because I mean, her outie is that. But there's one thing I just don't
Wait,
get.
what? I don't get what you just said. When who threatened what?
When,
When
I
the-
forget her name.
I forgot
What's
her
the
name.
redhead's
Ellie.
name?
Helly.
Ali.
He-
Helly.
Redhead
or-
Helly?
or Helly or
Yeah.
Helly, yeah.
Helly
When
and
Helly-
Helena. Very specific.
Yeah, Helly and Helena. Yeah, when Helly threatened to cut off her fingers and almost killed herself in the elevator.
Yeah. Yep.
Any
I was like,
regular
are they
outie would've
all
been
like this? No.
Yeah, any regular outie would have been like, "All right, I'm just gonna stop
Yeah, I'm
going."
getting out of here.
But so I was so confused as to why she kept going and why she recorded that video saying, "Bitch, I'm gonna keep you there forever." But now it makes sense. But one thing I don't get is if I'm the evil guy's daughter and I'm like Princess Evil, why the fuck am I doing this? If it's
Exactly,
for
that's one
publicity,
question.
then why am I not faking it? Why am I actually going through it?
That is a good question, actually.
Yep. And
Like
one,
I could
one
just
other
go
thing,
downstairs, pretend like I'm severed, to take some pictures, and fucking leave. Why am I here?
why am I torturing my severed self?
Okay,
But-
I do have
Yeah.
a bit of an answer, but it might be a bit of a spoiler, so I can't.
No,
All right,
no,
we
never
can
mind, never mind.
revisit this topic.
I think that
It's not
it's just something
not a direct answer, but
It's a
it tells us why.
Sure.
But I can't talk about it. So
what's
Yeah.
intriguing me as much as Helena's reveal is the Gemma and Miss Casey. I think Miss Casey was her name, right? That was also one of the other big
that was
reveals.
crazy, bro.
But I have a
No,
couple
I
of
want you to
theories
know
surrounding
that I saw that and had to wait a fucking year for season 2. Like,
Wow. No, I have a few theories. I don't know if these theories are gonna be completely wild. I know because I'm like that's all I know.
but also
But-
I just lied. I didn't have to wait a year. I had to wait a month. Aaron's mom, who had seen this show, had to wait almost 2 years
Wow.
for the review.
You just want to know more. But
Yeah.
MK, you want to share anything more, or should I?
No, keep going about your theories. Yeah, do theories.
Okay,
Could you,
well,
could you
I'll
give
do
me a quick
theories.
recap of season 1 though, because I don't really remember.
Yeah.
Sure. Quick
I only remember the
recap.
finale and the beginning. Like,
They're severed. They work downstairs. Whatever. Helly joins. She's miserable. She tries to cut her fingers off. Doesn't work. She tries to kill herself. Doesn't work. Everyone gets sent to the break room because of her. It's horrible. PT meets Mark in the outside world. Tells him this shit is bad.
That's
Yeah.
so back
Tells him-
then.
Tells him this shit is bad. And then he goes, "Can I stay with you?" And then he's still not fully unsevered or like reintegrated is the word.
Mhm.
So he keeps getting like this two minds thing in his head, and he gets fucked, and he starts wandering the streets, and then he dies. And then PT goes to his funeral. He meets his daughter. I'm assuming she's going to be
Mark
important
goes
at
to
some
his
point.
funeral.
Yeah, Mark goes to his funeral. His neighbor is the creepy old bitch.
Cobell.
I hate that
Yes,
character
her.
so much.
I hate her so much.
I cringe whenever she's on screen. I just saw something
Yeah,
that's gonna piss me
that's
off.
how
is
you
gonna
know
happen.
it's such a good character because she fucking scares me when she's on screen.
She might be the best character in the show, whatever, whoever rates her. I just hate her. I will never put her anywhere near my favorite characters list. She pisses me off.
Well, yeah, not my favorite, but she's a good character.
Oh yeah,
because she,
like a good
scares me
character.
when she's
Yeah,
on
because she
screen.
pisses you off. Yeah, no, she's a good
Honestly,
character.
one of my favorite characters is Mr. Milkshake. I love
Oh
him.
yeah, I love. He is my favorite character, Milchick. I love
I
him.
love him.
He's good, but I really like the main character in the show. I think he's a phenomenal actor, honestly. Yeah.
Yeah,
But
Mark is
one thing. Okay, so actually,
There was
Let
a
me finish the
trend. I
recap
don't know
real
if you
quick.
guys want to do
Let
it.
me-
Can you
Wait,
give
let
me
me
your
finish the
best Miss Cobell? Mark.
Mark.
uh,
Oh, Mark. Oh, Mark. Or how did she...
Mark.
Mark.
It's so,
So, yeah,
creepy,
and then,
bro. It just it like
someday,
makes you cringe. I don't... Just such-
Yeah.
PT dies. They steal the chip from his dead body, which is creepy as fuck. They find out that there's this doctor who's doing reintegration. The security guy
I don't
goes
know
to
her name,
find
by the way.
She kills him with the help of
I
Mark.
forget her name.
The doctor?
Yeah, I
No,
forget her
it's-
name.
Yeah,
started with an R.
I forget her name.
Start with an R. I just
doesn't matter.
It's an uncommon name. I don't really remember it.
yeah. I mean yeah. Fair enough.
And then Mark steals his black security card, and then he gives it to his innie, and then his innie realizes it, and then they wake Dylan up in his house, and they realize they can be woken up with the overtime contingency.
Oh
So
yeah.
then they plan the whole thing. And
OTC for the cold
yeah.
dudes.
Yeah, the OTC. And then the last episode happens where everyone wakes up outside. Mark tells his sister. Heldy tells the world. Irv wastes 20 minutes of my life in that episode.
Oh yeah,
pretty
Irving's
much it.
story is probably the most boring one out of all.
Bullshit.
all of them.
I'm
not that invested.
I
in
really
this
like
one.
Irv, but I was so pissed off at the outside.
Oh
He
yeah,
just fucking sat there, bro. He just sat there.
like like Helly's doing her best. She's betraying her family. And
Mark is like,
Mark
what is going
running
on?
around, hey, where's my sister? Like, what? I need to tell you, there's so many things going on. And this guy just goes, Bert, can I find Bert? Bert, like, bro, just
So
get a
annoying,
hold of
actually.
yourself, man.
Yeah. And he's done it for like a week, like, or 2 weeks.
Exactly.
I'm like, bro, relax.
In his defense, that's like 20% of his life or some shit.
Is it? I don't know.
No, he's been there for 2 years
Yeah, he's been there for
or 3 years.
Anyways, yeah, Irving's the story I'm least interested in.
Yeah.
But okay, so
I am
what I would
0%
rate the
interested in
show
Irving as a character.
from start is I would rate it a 9 out of 10. There's a lot of good in the story, very intriguing story. The character dynamics it's a really good idea where you have a severed side and you have a non-severed side and how they interact outside
My
and inside.
favorite Severance TikTok was she was like my innie during Ramadan, and she's just eating.
Yeah, and so the two reveals we talked about,
we're
those
doing
were
theories.
phenomenal reveals. Oh yeah, I'm gonna go into the theories, but I just want to go off what's good really quick.
Yeah.
And then,
You guys saw
Also-
that creepy scene in the big house, right? That's in the.
oh yeah,
when
when they
they were
started
dancing for
dancing,
it.
that was so
Okay,
weird.
okay.
That was so creepy,
Yeah.
bro. I actually like I low-key
I did
skipped.
not know that was included in the waffle party.
Yeah, I
That
didn't
wasn't
either.
on the menu.
That was nightmarish, bro. I'm on my bed and it's nighttime. I'm about to sleep. I'm just like, I'm gonna finish this episode, and then I'm just like, I'm gonna get nightmares from whatever I just saw.
Yeah.
But yeah, Dylan
Weird
very
shit.
quickly grew to be one of my favorite characters. I didn't really like him in the beginning at all, and then
Who?
Dylan, the guy with glasses
Dylan.
and the beard.
Dylan
G.
Dylan's
Dylan
funny,
G.
bro. He grew really quickly to be one of my favorite characters. There's
He
only
is
one bad I will say about the show, and it happened mostly in the final episode. And I saw this coming from 500 miles away. Is when Mark went back to his body and saw Cobell. I knew he was gonna give himself away by saying Miss Cobell. I knew that was gonna happen.
Miss
That was
Cobell,
kind
yeah.
of convenient.
True.
And I was like, bro, that's
but I
kind
love
of
that it
convenient. If you
It
didn't.
happened so good. Like when he said Miss Cobell,
Yeah.
I got goosebumps. I was like, shit, she just
Yeah.
found
No,
it.
but
So-
I saw
But I
it
like
coming
that it
like
happened.
miles away. I was like, that's
Because-
kind of
yeah, but when
convenient.
it
would have-
happened,
No,
it
but
was terrifying.
yeah, when it happened, but I was like,
It would
I
have been
wish
so
it happened a different way.
unrealistic if it didn't happen.
I wish it
No,
happened in a
that's
different
the
way.
it would have been so unrealistic if it didn't happen that way. Because like
No,
he
but-
spent his
but you
entire
see
life
it a
trying to
mile
find
away,
Miss
like,
Cobell,
one of
and
the
then
things-
suddenly he just doesn't.
No, but I knew.
Also, he doesn't know
like,
the other. He doesn't know she has a different name.
That's true. He doesn't know it's just different.
I mean, oh yeah, he doesn't know she has a different name. That's true. Actually, you're right.
Yeah.
That's a good. That's a
So
good
just in his head, her name is Miss Cobell.
True. That's that. Okay, that's very good. That's very good. I didn't realize that he didn't know she had a different name. But yeah, that was gonna be
So-
my only bad. It's not even bad anymore. It's actually it kind of makes sense now. It's not that convenient. I think
After watching the first episode of season 2, hot take that might not be hot. I don't know.
What
I
happened to
think
the
they're
first
lying.
episode? I don't remember.
The first episode, so Mark shows up on his own. They tell him that like a revolution started because of the four of them, and the other ones refused to come back. And here's his new team. I like the new team, but he didn't. So they left. So he demanded that they leave, and he talked to the board. And then his team came back, and Mr. Milkshake told them that they can decide to come or decide to leave or decide to stay. And they all decided to stay so that they can figure out what the fuck is happening down there. My personal theory is that story is bullshit and no revolution happened out there
I
at
think
all.
very obviously it is bullshit.
there's
it
one
doesn't
thing
make
about
sense.
what Helly.
I'm gonna
with
say that
Helly-
it is bullshit just because when I saw it, I was like, "This is bullshit."
when
You just
Helly
saying that to like shut him up.
Yeah, when Helly not lied, but when Helly said what happened, what didn't really happen was she woke up in her apartment. I felt like
Yeah.
it could go one of three ways, right? Either one, she's lying because she's afraid to reveal who she actually is in front of them. That's the most likely one. This guy go from most likely to least likely of what it is.
I'll tell you before you say yours. I'll tell you what I was thinking. Then I was like, okay, she's lying because if they find out who she is on the outside, they're gonna hate her and they're
Yeah.
gonna like turn against her.
Yeah.
That's my most likely outcome. But I went further. I was like, maybe there's a little more interesting thing going on here. So I was like, maybe her like who she is there is actually her outer self, and like they made her go her outer self just so she could manipulate them. This is less likely, of course, but I'm saying like maybe they put her outer self in there through somehow to
Like,
like
why? This is something that's just pissing me off about the show. Why? Why go through
Why?
all this trouble? Just
Heli?
fucking fire them and get new people. Like, why?
Oh,
Well, there's a
Why are
reason.
you sticking to these people?
okay, so
Well,
that is
I'm
gonna link
assuming
to one
there's
of
a
my
reason.
theories. That is
There has
gonna
to be
link
a
to one
reason.
of my theories. That's
But,
gonna link
like-
to one of my theories. And
It's
then
actually it's. Notice how I can't say.
Yeah.
so
No, but
But,
like
it has
you're
to do
saying,
with
why
Gemma
wouldn't they
because
fire
Gemma.
everyone? And like, I need, bro. It's right there. Is the thing. It's always right there. Their answer is always right in front of you, but you don't know it. And I wish I could tell. I can't tell you. So, yeah, that's a very good question. You're just like you gotta think about it. You got.
I don't know.
This happened a
know.
lot
We'll see.
with this
see.
happened a lot with Ahmed's not gonna like what I'm about to say, but this happened a lot with me and One Piece where it's right there, but I like you're almost getting to it.
I really
but you
don't
quite
think
get to it.
One Piece is as clever as Severance. I'm sorry, bro.
There are cases in One
It's
Piece
a
where it's as
different type of
clever as,
clever.
as Severance. Trust me.
I gotta tell you that everything in Severance, by the way, nothing is for no reason.
Yeah.
Everything on screen, every sound you hear,
For
I
example,
almost want to
like,
tell
I know-
you, but I can't. Every
for
detail
example-
you see is a reveal. You just gotta look for them.
the Dylan, when he picked up that card that showed people fighting, what the fuck is that card? I'm assuming we're gonna find out.
That also links to one of my theories.
Um,
So
The room with
Yeah,
the
we
goats.
are actually
What
gonna
the
see
fuck
that
is
card again, but it's not gonna be as big as of a reveal as you think.
okay,
But yeah,
well,
No, I don't
just-
care if it's not a big reveal, but like,
so
what the fuck is happening with the goats?
Oh yeah, the
Why are there
goats.
goats?
Also part of
we
theory. So
don't
here's
fucking know.
here's
no,
my
no, no. I'll
major
just tell you
theory.
right now, we have no clue what the fuck's going on with the goats.
Oh, I have a
There's
theory about that.
There's a lot of like symbolism going on with the goats, and the goats have a purpose. I'm not sure why it's goats.
Okay.
But
Well,
it's,
I'm gonna
yeah.
say one of my
give me your
theories is
theory,
that
Kareem.
one of my theories is that Gemma is a clone, and that all the departments are working together somehow in order to create clones, and that the data refinement team
That
And this is
is a very good theory, by the way.
and one of my wildest theories. This is super wild, by the way, so it's gonna sound really stupid as part of this theory. But I was gonna say the wild theory first, and I'll say the more rational theory after. Is that the optics and design team are creating things for the clones to be taught. Okay? And one of those is the cards. Like, that's the wild theory. Okay, that's the wild theory. Let's get the wild
I
theory.
don't think any severed team is working against severed teams. I don't think so.
No, not working against them. I'm saying, like, they're teaching the clones. Like, they don't know they are. Like, no department knows what they're actually doing. They're just doing it. But I'm saying that they're bringing it all together to.
I don't think so. From what I've seen, all the severed people are just doing busy work. None of them are in charge of like making or creating or teaching. Like, you know.
Well, they told Gemma. I don't remember who said it, but they were like, bring her back down to the testing facility. So automatically I'm like,
Yeah,
okay, she's not human, and she's dead, right? Like we know
And
she's
why
dead.
does Irv paint the elevator that goes down?
That's
to the
one.
testing
Okay,
facility?
so the voices they hear, right? Hold on, because remember
And
they hear
all
voices
he
as
does
well.
is paint it, nothing else.
So they hear
Okay,
voices.
I'll
as
say
well, right?
I'll say this because we don't know yet, so I can't talk about this because I have no fucking clue. I think Audi Irv has found a way to communicate with any Irv.
Oh,
I
interesting.
think, and it's through like dreams or something, because he can
I have a
see
theory-
stuff from the inside.
I have
Also,
a theory
if
that
you
Audi
remember in
Irv
season 1,
doesn't
you do
sleep.
because you just watched it. Audi Irv doesn't sleep at all.
Yeah.
I don't think so. I think the innies
Because-
aren't allowed to sleep because they will receive messages.
Interesting. But I think that Outie Irv doesn't sleep at all, and that's why Inni Irv is tired. But I don't know why. Like, I have no proof to that.
I think he
but
just
I
doesn't
feel
sleep
it
because he's
in the
like
book.
some sort of fucking secret agent trying to ruin Lumen or some shit.
Bro, I can't wait till we get to like it feels.
But also, remember in season 1 when Irv saw like the paint under his fingernails?
Yeah.
There might have also been like a way to try to get messaging.
Maybe.
Oh, true.
Yeah,
Yeah, Irv.
but
I hope
when
Irv plays a
when
much
they
bigger
take her down
part
to the
in this.
testing facility.
Yeah, the testing facility. So
I feel like I don't know. I feel like the fact that Mark is a history professor will tie into this somehow. Like I feel like something.
Does it?
I don't
Why?
know. I don't know why. Because
like there's a
feel
lot
like
of
this
history
show
behind Lumen.
is
Is that what you mean?
intelligent enough to not like we don't give a shit what kind of professor he was. Why did they have to tell us that he was a history professor? I, I feel
I
like
don't
they're
know.
trying
Could
to
just
But
give
do
him
that
more
also-
character, but
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure, and like we don't know this for sure, so I can't talk about it. I don't think that world is the same as our world. Because-
the Audi world.
Yeah, like the actual world. I don't think it's the same as our world.
Why?
Because
Yeah.
you guys haven't seen this yet, but it's a tiny detail. They in like an infomercial or something. They're like, oh, we have a Lumen branch in all 200 and whatever
206,
no,
countries.
we
Yeah,
saw
200.
that.
There's
Yeah.
more countries in the show than in real life.
There are more than 206 countries in real life.
I actually
No,
don't
there
know
are.
how many
Wait,
countries are.
no.
in this.
I think
can't
there
count.
are 206 countries. They said more than that.
There are
No,
206
I just saw
countries?
that episode. It was 206.
I
Yeah.
didn't know that.
How many countries? Wait,
I knew there was around 200.
There's
I just don't know
195
the exact
countries.
number.
There's 195 official countries,
Official countries.
like as in like part of the UN and shit.
Okay, well, I still don't. I don't think the infomercial would have been like, oh, unofficial countries.
Well, yeah, I can't wait to binge season 2. My only worry going into season 2 was that it was going to be very repetitive, in that it's going to repeat a lot of things you saw in season 1. But now that you said season 2 is better than season 1, I'm hyped to binge season 1. That's my only worry.
There's a lot more questions asked in season 2.
Oh, there's not answers? Okay, well, I mean, if it allows, like...
There's answers, but there's bigger questions asked.
Yeah, I guess.
Bro, the voices
I like
they
your
hear...
clone theory.
The voices they hear... Like, you know, when...
What voices?
Like, they hear voices, right? Or sometimes,
Who's
like...
they, bro?
Helly, for example, when she was in the break room, she heard a voice or something. Like an old man voice. Right?
Yeah, she heard someone talking.
I don't remember.
And someone else heard like another voice. I don't remember who, but someone else heard another voice. So I have this theory where the chip Egan, the grandfather of this whole project, is trying to take over these people with chips through his voice. Like when he calls them his children, he's actually trying to like create his own sort of army of.
That might be a good theory. I've not heard that theory before, but it might be a good theory actually. I need to go back and see that episode now.
I don't know, that maybe the voices I misunderstood, but like if MK is vouching for it,
Your
well, then
theory
maybe I understand.
aligns with a very popular theory at the moment.
I have.
The
I
theories,
feel like
so-
you just might have added a
wrong.
detail to it that helps.
Bro, I can't wait to watch.
I wish I
season
could
2,
tell you guys more theories next episode.
You will tell us next week because we'll watch season 2 by next
Oh,
week.
MK, what's your
I told
rating?
you guys, I was like, we can watch something else after season 1, but you won't be able to. You will have to watch season 2.
MK, what's your
I'll
rating
watch
for
season
it?
2.
You didn't give your rating yet.
I would say an 8.5, maybe a 9. Like
9?
I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I gave it a 9 as well. I enjoyed it a lot.
I'm giving it a
I
10.
enjoyed it.
And Ahmed gives it a 10. That's the first Ahmed 10 out of 10, I think. I don't think I've ever seen Ahmed give it 10 since. Right?
After,
No,
I
you
don't
should give
remember
it a
season
10.
1 specifically, but after watching season 2, it's a
Yeah.
10.
For me,
It
after
might be
season
a
1,
9, might be a 9.5, just because some characters do some annoying ass shit. So I will say
My-
9.5.
Some characters are also like.
after just season 1, I would say 8.5, maybe 9. Let's go 8.75 because it's not quite a 9, but it's really good. That's season 1 for me.
Fair enough.
Irv takes it down a notch, honestly. If he didn't do the bullshit that he did in the last episode,
yeah,
it would
he-
probably be
yeah.
a solid.
It's kind of lame, but
Irv really pissed me off.
He is obsessed.
the thing is, what
That's the
pissed me
type of
off
shit
is
that I'm talking about. It takes it down from 10. Some characters will do
Yeah.
shit
Random-
that will like just hold us all back. Like
yes, yes, you're right. They like it's so close and just like get to the point, but they don't get to the
Yeah.
point, and it screws things up. Especially when he met.
What's your
her
favorite
name?
scene in season 1? Because
Me?
my favorite scene is my favorite scene, but I have no reason as to why it's my favorite scene. It's
What?
not. It has nothing to do with the
Favorite
story. I
scene.
just loved it. I loved the way it was shot. I loved everything about it.
Is it the dance
Which thing?
with Mr. Milchick?
It's the dance part.
Is the answer.
That dance
Did
party.
you? Wait, let me tell you a
loved
little
that
fun
scene.
fact. When he pressed the button to play the lights and the music, he didn't know what was gonna happen. Like the actor didn't know what was gonna happen, and that was
Really?
all. They had to like free ball everything.
Wow.
Like,
That was
Interesting.
such a good
That's
scene.
good.
No
Like,
one
that's
knew
good
what was gonna
improvisation.
happen.
It was So
That's
good.
good.
And
improv.
Dylan was like, I didn't know there was gonna be fucking lights and music, and I had to act all pissed off at the time because he found out about his kid. Like all of that was improv. It was crazy.
That was a really good scene. Very well shot. Everyone was acting so well. Like the Mr. Milkshake.
The zoom in with Milkshake dancing,
because I forgot his name.
Mr.
Yeah, the
Milkshake?
Milkshake. What's his actual
Mr.
name? 'Cause I keep
Milkshake.
calling him Milkshake.
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 But I mean,
Mr.
season
Milkshake.
2
It
really
does
blows up.
sound a lot like
Everyone calls
milkshake.
him
Like
Milkshake
I
season
don't
2.
blame the guy for
Alright,
calling him milkshake.
Cool.
But in season 2, they will call him Milkshake.
Milkshake. I don't know what my
But
I can't
it's a
pinpoint
good-
any like super memorable one scene. It's just sort of like a show that
Yeah, I
there's
don't
a lot
remember
of-
any like.
It doesn't have like a lot of super hard hitting like panorama kind of scenes, but like it's a kind of, I guess, like when we get revealed that Helly is an Egan, and like the
That was a
whole
good scene.
ceremony, that's a like hard hitting scene. But like to call it my favorite, I don't know. I need some time to think about like what my favorite.
When did you find out that Gemma was the Miss Casey?
When did I find out?
So when we first saw him taping back the picture, I was like, wait, she kind of looks familiar. Is that Miss Casey? And then when they went to the actual film, I'm like, it is Miss Casey. That's. I was like, she's familiar, but
I
when
didn't
he was-
find out till we saw the picture frame in the last episode. I had no clue.
When
When
he
he
showed
taped
her
the
the
picture
picture, but it
together.
was a bit blurred, and then we saw him taping it. I was like,
yeah,
really? And then
I didn't even notice.
Then the next episode, Miss Cobell goes, "I'm glad he doesn't recognize her." I was like, "Is it her?" When she said that sentence, I was like, "Oh,
remember
that's
this shit.
definitely
bro, when
her."
Miss Cobell got
And
fired, I was
also-
like, good
also
riddance.
note-
Please leave. Like, I don't
Notice-
want her back.
How she remember when she snuck into his house and she grabbed a candle
Yes,
Wait,
and
when,
she lit that scented candle in her office.
in the
is
the
that when
wellness-
PD
yeah,
was there?
Miss
But I
Is that
thought,
when PD was there?
No.
That-
So Cobell went into Mark's house.
yeah, that's when PD was
After
there.
PD,
was there.
and was it? I
No,
don't
no,
know.
it
And
was-
she
PD
she
was
grabbed
there.
a candle from one of the boxes.
Yeah,
It's Miss Casey's candle, and she goes
Yes.
and lights the scented candle in Miss Casey's office to see if she remembers anything,
Oh, interesting.
See,
but
if he
she
remembers.
doesn't.
No,
if
see
either
if he
of them.
remembers anything. If either of them, I guess. But for the reason that didn't like show me anything back then is because I thought she wanted to like put the smell and then have Mark in the wellness thing to see if he's gonna remember anything about his
No,
wife.
but also it is for Miss Casey. I can't tell you why, but it is for Miss Casey.
You
It's
know
just
what?
a Miss Casey.
What the first thing I
Yeah.
thought of when like the Severance plot showed like, okay, they have an Audi and Innie. The first thing I thought of was Naruto Shadow Clone of him working as the Hokage and then spending time with his kids. I'm like, that is kind of like a severed plot line. That's a much more
Kinda,
innocent
yeah.
severed plot line.
But it's kind of like they both have the same memories, and then when the Shadow Clone goes away, which they do go away,
Yeah.
they get memories. Also, the Shadow Clones are treated as not the original. They know they're not the original, and they're just helping the original.
Yeah.
Like the
like
Severed here are their own
Vegapunks,
people,
dude.
is the thing.
Yeah, the severed
It's like the Vegapunks.
it is like the Vegapunks. It's exactly like the Vegapunks. But the Vegapunks are their own are
upload all
actually
the
their
memories at
own
the end
like
of the
their
day.
own entity. They're actually
Yeah.
their own entity, so it's kind of but not really.
So bringing us back into anime,
Yes,
we have-
Segway King.
we are because that's just season 1, bro. We're gonna talk about season 2 next week.
All
right,
It's
all
just
right,
season
all right.
1.
Wait,
not much
you guys don't have any more theories? I wanted to hear theory.
I don't. There's such little to go.
I mean,
so many
like,
questions.
I
No,
could
it-
throw-
Karim had a very good theory.
I could
you had a very
throw
good
I could
theory, I
throw
have to
like
admit.
wild, super wild theories, but they're really stupid. So
Throw
it's like
wild
if-
theories.
I don't know, like I probably had a theory regarding Helena, like the outer Helena. I had a theory of like why she's doing this with Egan and all that, but I don't remember exactly what it was. It had to do with the chips and like I don't know. I'll if I remember, I'll speak about it in a minute.
Nah, you guys won't know why Helena's doing this because you just haven't been giving the clues yet. But like it is obvious.
But to be fair, it was gonna be a wild theory. Like it was gonna be super complete.
yeah. I mean, your other wild theory is pretty good. I feel like that might be true. I don't know, but
that'd
I
be
feel like
interesting.
it might
But like,
be.
I really want to know like why they're doing all this. Like why?
And I think the theory you said, there's some shit that supports it. I don't know for sure though.
I can't
We'll
wait for
see.
season 2. We'll see. Next
Yeah.
week will be
Okay.
exciting.
We'll see you next week. Join us next
Done
week. for
with
season 2.
Severance talk.
Severance.
So back to anime.
Yes,
we, Karim, I'm gonna give you the choice here, not the dark one. Uh, do you want to talk about the good or the bad?
The what?
The good or the bad?
The good or the bad?
Or the ugly.
The good. I like the good. Good is good brings smiles.
All right, let's talk about the good first.
Talk about Hunter.
I want to talk about Hunter.
Let's talk
Yeah.
about Hunter.
So, a little bit of backstory here. When Kareem was in Egypt a couple weeks ago, we finished solo leveling, and then we were just like, I don't want to watch any more of this anime. I just want the story. And we just saw a YouTube video spoiling the entire story in like 40 minutes. And then we saw another recommended video that was like the entire succession arc of Hunter in 2 hours. And we sat there and watched it for 2 hours. Now, for those who don't know, the
that felt like a
Succession
break
arc
room, by the way.
is the arc
Not in a bad way,
that
but like,
follows. The Succession arc is the arc that follows the last arc of the anime in Hunter.
this is
it's
gonna be
still not
spoilers
done.
for Ahmed. This is gonna be spoilers for Ahmed because Ahmed's still on Chimera Ant,
He
right?
doesn't give. It's no.
okay?
It's not. I'm not gonna spoil anything about that. I'm not gonna say anything about that.
Okay.
So what happened in the anime is that originally in 1999, when they first released the anime, they made it until Greed Island, I think, but the Chimera Ant arc wasn't done by then, so they just ended the anime. And then in 2011, the Chimera Ant arc was almost done, so they said, okay, we're just gonna start the anime, and hopefully by the time we're there, he's gonna keep going. He finished the Chimera Ant arc, and that's why we have it in the anime, and he finished the post Chimera Ant arc, which is, I'm not gonna say what it is, but he finished the one that's after that. But it's a really short arc, like it's like a 10 episode or something like that. And that is when the anime ends. But that's not the end of the story. The story continues, and he's been writing the arc that's after that for, I don't know, 15 years now. It's been a very long time.
The thing is,
But
though,
in
here's
his
the
defense,
thing.
it's
Here's
a
the
very,
thing.
very,
To an
very
anime
long.
when like the manga isn't there yet.
Here's the
What
thing.
happened?
If you have 15 years to write something, right, or
Do
not
they just
write,
stop
'cause-
making it?
but like if he has 15 years, right, I'm pretty sure he has every arc already done, like written out the synopsis,
Or he's
the
a bum,
parts,
and he
the what do they call it? It's like in
Storyboard.
manga where you have a storyboard. He has a storyboard done for like every arc. He like doesn't draw it obviously because of his back, but like
It's already been released.
just
and
give
he
it
has
to
at
someone
least
and
the
let them
next-
finish it. Just give it to someone and let them finish it, please.
He has at least the next, I think, something like 100 chapters storyboarded, something like that. But he's gonna
15
release them
years.
across the years.
15 years.
I feel like 100
So, yeah,
chapters, 15 years is very little. Very
No,
little.
in his defense, he's already released like 100 plus of the Succession arc, and he has the next 100 planned. But
Okay.
that's not the point here.
Still,
so-
215
Yeah.
years?
I really wish
don't
he
know
just
about that.
gives the storyboards to someone and someone else just.
How many chapters did
really
Oda
wish.
make in 15 years?
That too many.
I don't know. Like,
Too many. And these aren't just storyboards. These are fully fucking published and animated. Like,
So
while he's working on a live action and a remake. Like,
No,
I
Oda's
don't know, bro. The Hunter x Hunter guy's a bum. Like,
he is a bit of a bum. So the Succession arc is so full of detail that Karim and I watched a 2-hour video summarizing it, and they left out a few things.
bro, I still
But
don't
it's still
fully
not done.
understand.
It's at
the-
least halfway through.
like,
Yeah, it's intense, but whatever. The question that I want to pose here is, let's say the Succession arc finishes. As anime fans, what would we prefer? Option 1 would be a 2025 remake of Hunter, where they start from the beginning again. Option 2 would be just release the new arc on its own, like continue the same same anime style and everything, just make a new season or new arc. Option 3 would be release them as movies. Option 4, open to the floor if you.
I don't see why
I
they
don't-
would remake it again.
yeah, I don't. Please stop remaking it. Like, what are you gonna remake it every time this guy drops an
know.
arc? Like, please, bro.
Yeah, I don't think they would invest in another remake because, like, now you're looking for new Hunter x Hunter fans, which is going to be hard to do. And then, like, the old Hunter x Hunter fans, who's going to really care enough to rewatch a remake?
We just
like,
wanna see
what
the new
percentage
arc.
of the Hunter x Hunter fan base? Yeah. And especially knowing the writer's a bum. Like, no one's actually going to watch the remake.
movies
And
is not
so,
a
like,
bad idea.
why would you invest money in a remake? There's no point. I think
But
it would be movies.
but I
because
think
that's the trend right
I
now.
think Hunter x Hunter is too
I would
dense to
pick
be
movies.
movies. I don't.
As
think
a
it should
fan,
be
I
movies.
would pick movies.
I wouldn't pick movies though because
If they-
it's too dense.
You
It's
just
too
do
dense
many
for me.
movies
release-
because, like, you take your time making movies while the bum writes more shit. And then
It's-
you don't have to invest
Ideally,
the fucking studio into making a season that just suddenly stops, and then they have no work to do.
ideally, a movie would cover an arc, but in Hunter x Hunter, that's not the case.
This arc cannot be done in arc.
Exactly. So
It
if
has to
it's-
be-
it can be done
part
in a
1,
movie
2, and
season.
3.
I don't want that. I'd rather it just be episodic weekly. I think that would be more engaging for the fans, for the community.
Well,
and that I don't have to
unfortunately,
wait
it's not
years.
what about you, like, bro. It's about what's feasible. And this
Okay,
bubble,
what's
it's not feasible to make it seasons,
No,
episodes every week.
What is
I'm
better?
writing.
What is
I'm-
better?
what
What
I'm
is better
saying
for
is-
the show? What is better
Wait.
for the show? Hold on. What is better for the show is because it's so dense. You can't have years in between movies to. People are gonna forget what the fuck is going on, right? You just do it weekly, and then they're gonna keep track of what's going on weekly, and there's gonna be more discussion around it.
What I'm saying,
But what studio's
What I'm
gonna
saying
do
here-
that?
I mean,
what I'm saying
you
here
can
is,
still make money from
assuming
it. So.
the arc is done, like we finished the arc, and we're just gonna release this arc. We're not gonna care about the next arc. What he's gonna do after that? The arc is done. We're just releasing this arc.
They could.
So
do
the
that.
anime has all the content it needs to make another season.
Yeah, arc by arc.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I think it should be episodic, weekly.
I don't know what
I-
it's
They-
like
they shouldn't
to
start now
start
at
and
all.
stop working on an anime, but what I think it is like, so they have to invest a lot of money into, like, okay, now we're doing this thing to start doing this thing, but and then stopping it would be a loss of a lot of money. So would they be recouping a lot of that money or not? Whilst, like, for example, a part of the studios working on JJK, for example, they're permanently working on that thing, permanently. Even like when we're not getting anything, they're still working on the next thing. So that's what I'm saying. It's like what them investing the money into starting doing Hunter again and then suddenly stopping. I don't think that's good for the studio. So why would they do it?
I mean, if they start adapting an arc, like if it makes them money, I don't see what the problem is. That's what Toei's doing right
Well,
now.
I don't know
Dragon
if it
Ball.
would make them money.
I mean, it's Hunter x
But yeah,
Hunter.
Dragon
most
Ball-
likely.
It doesn't end, bro. They will continue making Dragon Ball forever, and it's not costing them any more
No,
to
but
start
what I'm
doing
saying
it.
is,
But
what
the
I'm saying is
Hunter
because
stopping and starting thing.
no, what I'm saying is, if they start Hunter, doesn't mean they can't work on other anime as well. Toei works on like 3 or 4. I don't even know how many anime they work.
No, but I think it costs them more money to start working on a different anime.
I mean,
and stop-
no.
and to
Well,
stop
obviously,
working
if
on
it's
the
not
anime.
profitable, they shouldn't go with it. But I personally believe
Because
Hunter x
like
Hunter. would
they
be
dedicate
profitable.
a team to that.
Actually, I think Hunter x
like-
Hunter rebooting an arc would be one of the most popular things trending going on in the anime thing right now. So I think it would be profitable because
But
there are a
it's not.
lot of.
But
different-
I don't think they'd make enough money off of one season to justify it.
I do think movies.
I don't know
make
the
more
logistics
than-
of money
than
to be honest.
episodic.
Like I can't speak.
Movies for sure
certain.
make more money because people actually
Yeah.
go and watch them instead of pirate them. Like we don't give any money to the fucking anime what's it called, corporation. We only give them money for watching a movie, and we're paying a ticket for a movie. Other than that, we're just pirating it.
Again, I don't know the
I don't know what
logistics.
you're talking
to be
about, bro. I
honest,
watched
of
it on
money.
Crunchyroll.
Isn't most of the money made through merch anyway?
Yes, most of the money is made from art.
So like, why would they care about doing a new season of Hunter x Hunter? Merch is selling fine right now.
Merch for Hunter x Hunter. I
Okay,
actually
so,
don't know. Is that
Ahmed,
where
you're
they
thinking
get
about it?
this, or-
I think so.
Yeah, it is.
Most things.
It's merch,
Most shows.
the
I don't know
movies,
about
the
anime specifically, but like for cartoons, they're just to sell toys, for example. Toys are where the money comes from.
Interesting.
So Ahmed, you're talking about it. I think you're right. Feasibly, from like the studio point of view, movies are better. It's gonna be probably cheaper and more like easier to make, and it's
I don't
gonna
think
make them a lot
cheaper,
more.
but I think a better investment, like a better return on investment.
Completely agreed. But now let's ask the question from the perspective of a fan. If you are a fan, would you rather episodic week by week, or would you rather movies?
Week by
For
week.
episodic, for sure, yeah.
Because you have more to talk about with the community. It's
Because
funner.
the community, yeah, exactly. The community gets to talk about it every week. It lasts way longer. I don't have to fucking pay a ticket to go to a movie and watch it, probably alone. Because who the fuck is gonna watch Hunter? No one I know watches Hunter anymore. That shit is dead. Like,
The movies would put the spark back in the people.
no one I know that watches anime has like even remembers Hunter. And I'm because I'm around new gens, I guess, but I don't know.
Hunter x Hunter. You know what? Like, forget anime. I just want this guy to get. Like, I don't see why he doesn't give it to someone to draw. You're not gonna finish it. At this rate, at
if
this
he
pace,
gives it
you're
to
not gonna
someone
finish
else
it.
to finish it, we will his bumness will be so obvious because someone else will have just finished it.
What do you mean?
Because
No,
he's such a bum. He can't have someone else do it. You'll see how much of a bum he is.
bro, I like just please give it to someone. Otherwise, you're not
But
going to
also,
finish
if
it.
he
What's
gives
the
it to
point
someone,
if you don't
they'll
finish
draw it better than him.
Isn't his wife the Sailor
look
Moon
bad.
author? Isn't his wife the Sailor Moon author? I mean, to be fair, I like Togashi's manga, like the Hunter x Hunter manga, is a very hard read. It's just essays of speech bubbles, and the drawings are not very good at all. I do not like the drawings in Hunter x Hunter. If you like, his wife is the Sailor Moon
It takes
author,
him
right?
that long, and it's bad. It's not good.
He's a bum, bro.
Did you guys see the Hunter x Hunter manga? Like the drawings?
Yeah, I've seen
I've
a bit
seen
of
it.
yeah.
I've seen it. It's horrible.
Terrible. It's just empty. It's actually, it's like emptier than a manhwa. And a manhwa is colored and like has all these fucking action scenes. And then Hunter x Hunter is just fucking emptiness with a little bit of fucking floor with the character standing and then a whole fucking text bubble.
Like I just wish he gives it some, because it doesn't make sense to me that he doesn't give it some. You're just not gonna finish it. Like if you don't finish it, what's the point?
Do you guys
You don't-
think?
His chapters are the storyboard. Like it's so empty.
Do you guys think we'd actually get a new Hunter anime?
If he finishes the arc, I actually think there's a chance. But the arc is not even done yet. I mean, God knows when he's gonna finish the arc. I don't know when he's gonna finish it.
This
He
guy is
claims
not
it'll be done in the
consistent
next
enough
3 years.
It's not consistent enough for a fucking company to put their like trust in him. Like I think
Hunter x
maybe
Hunter
in 100 years,
something about Hunter
when
x
he
Hunter
finishes
as well.
2 arcs, maybe then.
I think there's an argument to be made that Hunter x Hunter is a little too dense, where you're so
It's like-
overwhelmed with
Says the
information.
One Piece fucking fan.
No. I
No,
don't
no,
mean
you
it
don't
in terms of
understand, bro.
episodes.
You
I don't
don't
mean it in terms of episodes.
understand.
I mean in terms of, so there's so much information being thrown at you in Hunter x Hunter that you feel overwhelmed. You don't even feel satisfied. You feel overwhelmed. There's a point where you feel satisfied with the information, and
It
there's a
is
point where you
scary.
feel overwhelmed. Exactly. You're just like, I'm gonna forget this. I'm just gonna keep watching, but I'm gonna forget. It's like you're studying for an exam. You're like, okay, this shit is hard. I'm just gonna skip past this. I'm not gonna remember it. I'm just gonna go to the next thing. It's like you don't feel satisfied. You don't feel like at this point. I don't know, but that could just be
Is it like
a very
how I
subjective
feel when
opinion.
they try to explain powers in Jujutsu Kaisen.
Is that
It's so much worse. It is so much worse.
But it's
Bro,
similar.
Like
the
it's
bro? The Hunter x Hunter.
I can't explain it. I can't explain it without spoiling the arc.
Bro,
But
one
the
arc
amount of-
that is not done yet. One arc that is not done yet is a longer video than the entire solo leveling manga. Okay, is longer.
I
And
mean, that's easy, bro.
no, but like speaking.
A fucking Mickey Mouse lore is longer than the solo leveling man.
It is this one arc. Why it's so dense? I'll give one example. So, how do I even begin to explain this? So, there is a kingdom, okay, in Hunter x Hunter. And do you mind spoilers, by the way, or no?
Not
This-
big spoilers.
Okay, no,
Don't
then,
give me
then
the
I
explain.
can't really go on. It just he
Let's-
draws out
yeah,
every
let's
single
not get into it,
character,
but
like
it's just-
he gives every single character trait, every single power, every single family dynamic, there's so many things that he goes into. And the thing is, it's not useless information, because this information comes into play later, and if you don't remember these things, the things in the future are not going to make sense to you. And you're going to have to go back, and you have to read more, and it's just overwhelming. I don't know. It's just so much information. But
It really is.
like we watched the video and we had
And
to
I
go
was
back
watching-
in the video. The video was summarizing, and we had to go back in the video because we were forgetting. Like, okay, wait, when did this happen? Like, it's a summary video. Like, yeah, it's just a lot of information.
And by the way, Kareem, that video was only up to chapter 400, and there were like 10 chapters released since. So I watched summaries for those 10 chapters because I wanted to know what happens. It gets even more complicated.
Is it with the baby and Killua? Because I don't. Okay, I'm not even gonna go into
A little
more
bit,
spoilers, but like I already
Yeah.
know that's like a whole other 20 chapters that we're gonna have to get.
It really is. It's just insane.
It's too much, bro.
Did
But
they
yeah,
do this with Yu Yu Hakusho too, or is Yu Yu Hakusho?
Yu Yu Hakusho is not that dense. No, Yu Yu Hakusho is a good story. It's a lot of aura farming. Yu Yu Hakusho is
The OG aura farming?
I think one of the best shonen arcs I've watched is it's an arc in Yu Yu Hakusho called the Dark Tournament arc. That arc is amazing. It has everything you need in a shonen arc, really.
I've
If you
heard that
guys,
name before.
if Yu Yu Hakusho ever gets a remake, you guys should watch Yu Yu Hakusho. I wouldn't recommend the old anime right now
Sure.
because the animation's obviously very outdated. But if it gets a remake, you guys should watch Yu Yu Hakusho for sure. It's really good, really good.
Well, now that we're done with the good, and we're concluding that we'd rather episodes, but they're probably going to make movies, and they're most probably not going to make anything at all because he's a bum.
Yeah, I think that's the most likely. Actually.
Now that we're done, we're talking about good anime that we're not going to get to see. It's time to talk about bad anime that we
That
are
we are gonna
unfortunately
get to see.
getting a bit too much of. And the bad anime in question is the very disappointing season 7 of My Hero.
Yep.
Now, season 7 happened, a year ago now? Maybe a bit more?
I
but
just fucking finished it while
Ahmed
they
just
watched
finished
Severance this week.
Because it's hard to get through.
Yeah.
It
How
is
many
bad.
hours of Severance did you guys watch? 9?
About 9
Something
hours
like
or
that,
something.
Yeah, I had like 2 hours and 20 minutes of My Hero to watch, and it took me the same amount to watch. It is
And it's just-
such a drag.
And it's so disappointing because it came after their best season by far, and they were on such a high, and then it
It
was
was very
disappointing.
Mendoxy. Very Mendoxy.
I'll keep saying it. When an author introduces too many characters and he puts focus on each one of them, a story always drags out too much.
Bro, I think one of the strengths of My Hero are the side characters, and it's going to be the downfall of it. So, Kareem, I'm going to
many.
spoil a little bit. I won't tell you exactly what happens, but I'll
Bro,
give you the
spoil
idea.
whole fucking thing. It doesn't matter. Kareem,
Okay.
don't watch this.
Kareem hasn't
Please
finished it. We, by the way, me and Kareem started.
Should I
this
read the
season
manga?
together.
I feel
You-
like
you couldn't watch
My
it.
Hero is a good manga to read because the artwork, like the author.
I don't think it's a good.
No,
manga
the
to read.
author for My
It
Hero
has really
is
good
a really
action.
good artist. He's a really good,
Really good
artist.
voice acting, really good music. I don't think I could read the manga.
I don't know. I'm gonna give the manga a shot because I heard his
The music
art was
really
good.
made the last episode for me. Like the music with
The last episode was
Yeah,
the only
anime.
good
I mean,
episode.
anime
Last
will
episode
always
was good.
have higher peaks than manga, but like on a more consistent
Yeah.
level of like chapter by chapter, episode by episode, I think the manga overall will probably, at least for season 7, probably outpace this season. Just in terms of
like I can read manga, but this is a topic for a different time. But manga does not make me give a shit about any of the characters. I gotta say,
Why?
Like, it's the music and voice acting. It's just I don't care if I'm reading it because I'm reading it in my own voice. Like
Oh,
I need the acting to give a fuck.
fair enough. That's
I need the music to make me feel something. You know, like it
Yeah.
really paces it out for you. But when I'm reading, I'm like, okay. California Smash.
I don't know, bro. I like with your voice, like
the villain.
when you read One Piece to me, that was entertaining. Your voice, I mean, if that's what you hear,
I
in
was
your
doing
head-
that for fun, bro. I was reading it out loud. When I'm reading it in my head, I'm just like I'm skimming. I'm going as fast as I can. I'm trying to get to the end of the chapter. Also, like the no color, it also kills it for me. That's why I
Yeah,
prefer
fair.
comics.
Fair, yeah. I there are colored versions though. Like there are fan made.
Shout
There
out
are
comics.
fan colorings. There are fan coloring. Like you might be able to find the My Hero fan coloring for
Yeah, but
maybe.
why would I do that though?
I mean, if you want to read the manga, you just want to read it in.
Anyway, this is a topic for a different time. Manga versus anime.
Anime
Let's
will
go
always
to
have
myself.
higher peaks though. It depends. It really depends on the specific manga or anime.
Yeah, My Hero season 7. I'll talk about the beginning of the season. Trash. We had fucking America Lady. I did not give a fuck about her. We had her for 2 episodes. Then she fucking dies.
I thought she was gonna be a
And
major
I don't
character,
care.
bro.
And I'm sure she's in fucking what's his name, Shigaraki's head, because she's gonna like she's gonna stop him somehow later on. Gonna help us
Her
beat.
power was so broken. How
He's
do you
like-
lose with that power? Her power.
It
was-
was.
Yeah, she
It
has
really
the most
was.
broken fucking power in the world, and then she can't do shit, and then she dies.
How do you
Fucking
like
useless.
if you have a power like that? I feel like you'd in your head you'd create a scenario for what to do in like different scenarios. Like you have this power for 10 years. You're gonna know what to do in every scenario. How do you not know what to do in that specific scenario? Especially if you're going to know if you know you're going to fight someone and you know what they do, like you have intel on them. How do you not just like have backup plans upon back? Like if this was Hunter x Hunter, the author would have written like essays of every page was gonna be an essay of what she's thinking in her head of how to use her power. Like that's I don't know.
Yeah. So the first 4 episodes, fucking waste of time. And then I don't remember what happens in the middle because we watched it a while ago. And then I remember the last 7 episodes because that's what I watched last week.
Oh yeah, what
And
happened
boy,
in the middle?
Do I have something to say about the last 7 fucking episodes? So let me tell you what it felt like. I don't know if you guys have watched ReZero. I know you guys haven't.
We've
It's like
actually
a fucking
watched
Death Loop.
episode 1 of ReZero. Me and MK did.
Oh,
We have,
We have.
and it was pretty boring, honestly.
Yeah,
but,
we
like,
didn't
it
really
gets
like
better.
it.
I gotta say, it gets better.
We'll see.
So-
I mean,
Every fucking episode in the last 7, maybe 8, I don't remember, is a fucking death loop. Every time I get to the end of it and I think it's over, it starts fucking over again. I felt trapped in an endless loop of fucking torture. I was in limbo. I felt like I was stuck in jelly. I could not move forward. Every time just to give you an idea of what was happening in these episodes, every time the episode would end, it would restart from the perspective of a different character we didn't give a fuck about.
oh, I think I know what you're talking about, bro. That is.
And they would go through the perspective, bro, of every character you could ever imagine. Any character we ever heard the name of in the show, we would get their opinions
You know what?
on fucking Israel.
A better way
would
to do
get
that would be to
Everyone's
somehow.
opinions on everything.
You should have linked their stories all in just one coupled, and like not perspective of everyone.
No,
but
no,
just
no.
together.
Yeah.
You should have not
or
given us
just
their
not
story.
tell them all.
Or not
Because
tell them
I don't
all,
give
yeah.
a fuck about fucking retractor hand guy. I don't give a fuck.
Who's that?
Why
Who is
years-
that?
Exactly. Who the fuck is that? I don't know.
I
if you
actually
remember,
like. Is
Kitty,
that
but
his
first-
name? Is that actually
first
like
fucking 3
retractor?
episodes. No, I just made that up.
Oh, okay. I don't know. Who
In the
you're
first
talking
3
about,
episodes,
legitimately.
when our main character Midoriya was saving Bakugo from the fucking slime guy, and there was a few fucking heroes on site holding people away while real help came. It was those guys. There was Mountain Lady, there was Kamui Woods, and then fucking Retractor Hands. You don't remember? That's the point, bro. You don't know who the fuck I'm talking about, and we get 5 minutes dedicated to him, not the whole 20.
Yeah, okay. I don't give a
5
fuck
minutes
about Class 1A.
dedicated to
Okay,
his-
okay. I only give a fuck about like 3 different characters in Class 1A. Bakugo, Todoroki.
This isn't even
and-
someone in Class 1A, bro. This
Who
is
is
a
it?
professional hero. This is
Oh,
some
like
professional.
professional
hero.
wow, okay. I don't remember at all, bro. I should probably. I don't want to rewatch
We
season
get Class
7, but,
1A's
like,
perspective.
You don't care. Don't.
Yeah,
I'm
I
not
will
gonna say
say
go back
some
and
of
watch it
the
because it doesn't
perspectives
matter.
were nice, but we really only needed them. Like we get so many more that we don't need. Like for example, they talk about the fucking background of like Octopus guy from Class 1A. That was a good perspective. That told us more about like the
Is that the
classes
redhead?
and like the fucking
that-
deformed.
the redhead
quirks.
story
No,
was
no,
good.
no. It's the guy that can spawn body parts out of his
Yeah,
arms.
he's the redhead. Is he a redhead? I don't even remember.
Is he a redhead? He
No,
wears a
he has
mask
white
or
hair.
something. He doesn't have hair.
He has white hair. He has white hair.
I don't remember. Oh yeah, white hair, and he wears a mask.
White
It looks
hair?
like Kakashi a little on his head. You
He
don't
does
even
give
know who I'm
Kakashi
talking about.
No. I know who you're talking about. I just don't remember.
Because his backstory made sense. It was important to the.
Yeah.
Is it
Like,
the
he
guy
told
whose
us about
backstory was
the-
like he was excluded because of the
On
way
the
he looks,
farm.
right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yes,
I know
exactly.
what you're talking
And
about.
that gave us perspective on why all these people with quirks who make them look deformed are treated badly or whatever.
Yep.
That was good.
That was good, yeah.
But then I get fucking Retractor Hand's backstory, which I don't fucking need. I keep mentioning Retractor Hand because he was the last one. He's the only one I remember. All the other ones I forgot about because they don't fucking matter. And then fucking we get 4 episodes about Uraraka and Blood Bitch,
I.
which I'm
There's
sorry,
not,
like I don't care. I don't care enough.
It's not just that I don't care. Number 1, I don't give a shit. Number 2, it was badly made. Number 3, it took too long. Number 4, it doesn't even make sense.
Bro, the whole fucking sequence,
I don't
It's about
remember
3 minutes
any of
in
their
real
plot
time,
points, by the way.
and
I
it
don't
happened
remember
to
their
us
plot
in
points.
slow motion over 4 episodes.
I
that
don't
was so
remember.
unnecessary.
What was the main plot line connecting Uraraka and the Blood Girl?
There isn't.
Like, I don't know
There
what.
isn't.
The thing
It's
is that
all
the
about
bitch was in love with
love.
Uraraka. And then Uraraka's like, oh, I was scared of you because I don't know some bullshit. But I should have
Like, I
accepted
swear,
you.
Kareem, I'm gonna tell you how the fight ends. The fight ends by Uraraka hugging her and going, "You're cute." And she goes, "Really? Am I cute?" And she says, "Yes, you're cute." And suddenly,
No, she
she's not a
says
bad
yes,
guy anymore.
the cutest.
The cutest. She's yes, the cutest. And then the fight ends. Like we spent 4 episodes for this.
Yeah,
Isn't
while they're
the
hugging,
Blood Girl
she's
a
getting-
serial killer?
Oh,
I could be wrong, but isn't she
Yeah.
a serial killer?
So the
Okay.
idea, Kareem,
So
was that the
weird.
Blood Girl was born different. She's born autistic, but instead of autistic, she likes eating blood. So society didn't accept her for who she was, so she had to wear a mask to hide who she was, which is fair enough. Who you are is a terrible person. You fucking want to kill people and drink their blood. But anyway, she's like, oh, but now I'm gonna live true. I'm gonna live to who I am. I'm gonna kill people and I'm gonna drink their blood. And then Uraraka was like, "Oh, I'm sorry. I had to make you a fake person. I'll accept you for who you are. You're so cute." And then she hugs her and gets stabbed while she's stabbing her in the stomach. And Uraraka's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't see you for who you were earlier." And then they both fall onto the floor.
Wait, who got stabbed? Who
I
got
don't know.
stabbed?
Uraraka's getting stabbed. by the
Uraraka is
blood
getting
witch
stabbed. Why did she let her?
Yeah. Because she's stupid.
She's
Because
an
she was
enemy.
like,
She's
I'll
a serial killer.
She's like, "I'll risk who I am to accept you for who you are, so you stop being a
win
villain."
with the power of love.
Yeah, and they literally keep saying like, "I'm not gonna detain you. I'm gonna accept you for who you are." And she gets stabbed in the stomach and hugs her. And then fucking
So
they
it's
both
not
fall
good-
on the floor. Blood bitch stops turning into the. I don't know if you even saw that she was turning into the guy that duplicates himself over and over.
Yeah, sure.
And she keeps saying "Santo Maldeso Maredo." She keeps saying it every episode. It's so cringe. And then they fall on the floor. Uraraka's dying, and then Blood bitch is like, "Oh, you accept me for who I am. I'm cute. I'm not gonna be evil anymore." And then she turns into Uraraka to give her
I'm not
Uraraka
gonna
her
be
own
evil
blood, which is blood,
anymore.
so she
give her a
doesn't
blood
die
transfer.
from bleeding out from the fucking getting stabbed.
So we spent 4 episodes so that Uraraka can tell her that she's cute.
While in between that, we keep getting random perspectives from people who don't give a fuck.
MK, you know what this reminded me of? The blood transfusion. Remember when Jinbei gave Luffy blood? That was the.
I'm sorry. Don't
I'm not
you
comparing.
dare
I'm not
compare
comparing
that.
them. That was a peak scene. I'm just saying that's what it reminded me.
No, it was a peak. This was not a peak scene. This was that.
I'll watch it, but
that-
like you guys are making it
No,
seem
no,
like
don't
it's
watch
the
it.
worst
Watch
thing
the last
ever.
episode. Just watch the last episode.
The last episode's good. The last episode's good, and the thing is, the last episode's good. But I had watched. So
Is the last
much
episode
garbage
Deku
by
and
that
Shigaraki
point.
focused? That's probably why it's good.
No,
No,
It's not.
All
Oh,
Might and
but it's good.
All focus.
it's All Might,
All My focused. Interesting. Okay.
A
Yeah.
really good fight.
and it's a great.
Oh,
fight.
there's also you missed this. How they fucking defeated Debbie. Debbie was like going to end.
Oh yeah,
and
no,
he was
I
overeating,
don't
and he
spoil
was
it.
gonna explode. Those fights pretty lame. You can go watch it
It's
if you
lame.
want.
Oh, okay. If it's lame, sure, but like
It's lame as fuck, bro.
Lame as fuck. So what's happening? Debbie's gonna explode and destroy the escape paths of the civilians, and kill them all. As he's going to Endeavor to kill him as well. And then fucking
Can we talk about Endeavor?
Shoto,
Okay, a different.
Todoroki rides on Ida, and they run there fast, so they get there in time. First time that Ida gets anywhere in time ever. And then he doesn't even make it there. His legs break, and then fucking
He doesn't.
Shoto has
He
to make the
throws
rest of
Todoroki
it.
there.
Yeah, he's like, whoa. And then Todoroki has to run to Endeavor with his family. Oh, by the way, the only cool part of this is that Dabi activated his ice quirk because he was gonna die. He was apparently when they're about to die, they can activate quirks if they have them in their blood. So he started being ice as well, which is why he could do that X thing that Todoroki was doing.
To like cool himself down.
Yeah, which was making him hotter. So anyway, they go there. They say some bullshit about reversing when something happens. I don't know. And then Dabi, instead of exploding in fire, his whole family is shooting ice at him. Todoroki does some shit, and then instead of an explosion, it snows, and then everyone's fine.
Okay. One of the
And then
biggest,
Dabi is gone.
one of the biggest wasted opportunities in My Hero
Yes.
is Endeavor.
Yes. Seasons. The entirety of season 7.
Endeavor and Dabi, yeah.
No,
The whole
is
thing.
Endeavor.
The whole bloodline.
Endeavor had some of the most potential in My Hero, but that
So did
author
Dabi.
and Dabi as
So
well.
did Dabi.
And
Yeah, I
the
really
whole dynamic.
expected
You're
more
right,
from
whole dynamic.
from the ending of Dabi and Endeavor and Todoroki.
I just don't understand how you don't get rid of All Might, but like he's not the number one hero anymore. Endeavor steps up to be the number one hero. You have this whole backstory for him. He's trying to do more good. And then it doesn't pan out to anything. Like it doesn't mean anything at the end. It's just like
Guys, I need backup on this. I just don't understand how the studio let this happen. The whole storyboard for the last 10 episodes were probably with the same storyboard because they kept rehashing the same fucking shit from different perspectives. The whole season,
it's a director thing.
they were standing still.
That's a director.
They were
thing.
standing still. I promise you. Like Totoro, what's happened? We watched this together after Bakugo gets a heart attack from whatever the fuck. I don't remember.
The guy comes and
Shigaraki
stitches
and
them, right?
Midoriya are standing there, unable to move, and they stand there unable to move for the rest of the season. And then we got fucking Eraserhead and the water guy and the guy who can copy quirks standing there and putting water in his eyes and sitting there on a chair for 10 episodes, not moving. And then we got fucking Dabby about to explode, standing there with Endeavor for fucking 5 episodes. No one is moving.
I
And
think
we got Uraraka and fucking Blood Bitch flying through the portal for 3 episodes. And then we got them floating in the air for 4 episodes. No one is moving. No events are taking place.
I
This
think-
was the most boring season of anime I've ever seen. I
It's-
watched 10 episodes of nothing, of no time passing.
it's
The question
unacceptable
here
for a
is
season.
the manga like this too?
It's
or was this an
that's the
anime?
thing. I'm gonna read the manga. I'm gonna let you guys
Oh.
know. But like, it's unacceptable for a seasonal anime to do this. Like, when you have the season, like, you know what arc you're gonna adapt, and you have the chapters ready, and you know the pacing you're gonna go out from the very beginning, and you have directors for each episode. You should better coordinate how you're gonna present that in a way where it's not gonna be boring to the viewers. Like, that's a director thing. That's like in the manga. I
For
imagine
some reason, Stain keeps cameoing and doing nothing. What is the point of that?
it's like a Marvel cameo. Just
Yeah,
lore
he
farming.
literally will show up like when Ida and Todoroki
Stain
were
is
running
also a
away
wasted
to
opportunity.
get
by the way.
to Dabby. Stain was like looking at them from the back, and then that was it. Like,
Stain is also a wasted opportunity because Stain had the potential.
I don't think he's a wasted
to-
opportunity. He's pretty lame. He doesn't do anything. Like,
He's lame because he's wasted. Like, if he continued more with his plotline, I think it could have panned out to something. Maybe the hero of societies. Like, if he
also, sorry, I forgot to mention this. Every time the heroes are about to die, a new cameo happens to save them. Like, the fucking hacking guy hacks the school, the island, the tomb that they made to fight Shigaraki.
Oh, I remember that.
Shigaraki.
Yeah, I remember
Heads
that.
falling, and then fucking gentle criminal,
Gentle
and,
criminal. Yeah.
love
Gentle
bitch
criminal.
show up, and he pushes the thing up while they reset it. Fantastic. Shigaraki about to move, about to touch Midoriya. Oh no, he's about to die. Sniper bitch shows up, shoots his hand away. Every time we get a
Chloroform?
fucking cameo just to have everyone.
One thing,
What's
by
up?
the way, I didn't understand, and MK, correct me if I'm wrong. Maybe you know more about physics than I do about this, but you know when Deku was okay, there was a bullet being fired at someone. Okay, Deku outpaced the bullet to grab the guy to move him away from the bullet. I feel like if Deku's moving at the speed of the bullet and hits the guy, wouldn't the guy just fucking get obliterated? more harm than the bullet would have ever done.
Yes, but we call that the Superman effect because Superman does it all the time, and we just assume it's fine.
Bro, that's okay. I'm just like,
Well,
okay.
I love how also in Superman they care about when he's catching someone falling. He always grabs them at
Yeah.
the same speed, so it's not like they're landing. But when he's grabbing someone out the way, he just fucking flies through them. Like, it does not matter.
Like, okay, I don't
Yes,
mind
you're
it
100%
if
right.
it
That
seems
person
like
would
that,
be
but this is a scene specifically showing that like it's focused on the bullet. The problem is it's focused on the bullet, so it doesn't make sense when Deku's moving faster than the bullet. If you had it be in a way where Deku outpaced the bullet so much that like he broke the ground, or actually because it's
Oh
a
my
bullet,
God.
it's gonna outspeed
I
it
just
anyway.
remembered
It's like, I
something.
don't know.
I just
I-
remembered something. I
Yeah.
should have wrote all this shit down. We took a whole 8 minutes of an episode to listen to the fucking business and management class of UA talk
Yes.
about their part in this war.
Oh, is
This
that
is how
the?
fucking
Is that
stupid the
the?
cameos and perspectives are
They
getting.
were like bringing it out to the world or something like that, or am I?
Yeah. I don't give a like. I can't believe I'm even saying this. It sounds like a joke. We took 8 minutes to listen to 3 fucking dudes from the business and management fucking course of UA talking about how they're filming everything that's happening. We're talking about the documentary of the war happening. Are we for real right now? And they explain to fucking Gentle Criminal, another fucking useless perspective, why they're doing it. Like, oh my fucking shit, this season is bad. I want to hear someone defend this season. I want to hear someone. who liked this
I've
season.
not
How
I've
did
not
they make
heard
money
I've not
off this
heard
season?
anyone defending the season. I think a lot of people know that this season was kind of, but people are really hyped for what's gonna happen in the next season. So
I don't know.
Fingers
I'm pretty fucking
crossed.
over My Hero after this shit, bro.
hopefully hopefully it gets better. I mean I assume because the next season is gonna be the last arc, right? So I assume this is where like the climax of everything is. MK, are you frozen or is that just your face permanently? No, I think MK's frozen. Okay, well, technical issues. I think, well, MK, we can't even hear him, so I think it's like...
This is a perfect perspective on what the show was like. It was frozen in time. This right now, this is perfect. MK is giving us. He's like acting out what would happen in the seasons. He's just like.
All right, we're gonna cut you guys the pacing though, and we're gonna skip to the part where MK's camera starts working. Oh,
we're gonna skip to
right back. Oh, there we go. This
MK's
is
back.
what the anime should have done. They see a very.
MK, could you hear us?
No.
Oh, you were frozen.
I just talked about how you freezing in time was a perfect symbol of the show, of the season 7 of My Hero. How no fucking time moved through the last 10 episodes.
Yeah, we were saying we were gonna do what the anime did, and cut to your camera working again, which is what they should have done. Is they should have cut.
We can now just do like redo these past like 5 minutes, but from my perspective.
Oh yeah, let's see MK's perspective. And then let's see Ahmed's
MK like turning
perspective.
his hotspot on,
And
signing
it's
into the lights.
hotspot on. And then we
And
can go
grabbing a
back
snack
to me
while it
freezing,
turns on. That's your perspective. Like, that's what the show was.
and then we can go back. We can go back to when it freezes, and then we can take it to like Erin's perspective, how she hears
Yeah,
Ahmed
when
laughing
she's
in the
sleeping.
room,
And we just watch her sleep for 10 minutes.
Oh,
That's
man.
it. That's the season.
We go and turn to another perspective. The fucking cashier working in the grocery store. He's just sitting there. Like,
We go to Smokey's perspective, and he's just walking around.
Bro,
licking himself. Like,
it feels like one of these things. He fell into the trap of too many characters. Something that One Piece fell into as well in Wano. It had way too many characters that we were focusing on. I think
but it didn't do
you
it
just
this
can't
badly.
give
It's not
every
even
character
close.
this much weight. You have to give them as much weight as they deserve, and that is it. They just have to be like just do a fucking spirit bomb and have their standing like this. That's all you need. We don't need their perspectives. Oh my god, their perspectives have to add something, like the fucking octopus guy. The
Yes,
business people
exactly.
didn't add shit. We don't give a fuck. Like, oh my god, it was so bad.
Yeah,
just bad writing.
hopefully, I mean, I'm gonna read the manga. I'll let you guys know if that's. I'm gonna read this entire arc in the manga, and then I might read further. I don't know.
And then watch.
I'll let you guys know.
No,
if
read
it's-
the arc and then watch the last episode, and then don't read the rest of it because we need something to talk about on this podcast.
Oh, true. I'll let you guys know if the arc is better in the manga or in the anime. If the anime messed it up, or if it just the manga source material. But we'll see.
Try to read it by
gonna-
next time so we can talk about it.
Yeah, I mean,
If you
manga
could,
is
though.
very quick
But-
to read, so like I can
Yeah.
probably finish it in like a day or two.
So,
And season 2
action items.
Oh yeah, Severance.
Action items for next week. Karim's gonna let us know if this is garbage in the manga or not. And season
actually
2 of
interested.
Severance. Excited to talk about it.
I'm gonna compare it
And,
directly to what I
yeah.
remember in the anime, because I don't remember everything in the anime. I'm gonna be like, okay, this happened this way in the manga. That's what was different
Yeah.
in the anime, stuff like that. And then we can I guess discuss it. It'll be fun.
Great. So that's it from us this week. Join us next week with season 2 of Severance. And is My Hero garbage in only anime or anime and manga? Exciting.
Like, share,
yeah.
subscribe,
See you guys
comment, all the good stuff that I forget.
And
Bye.
Severance season 2. Yep. Bye bye.
光りたいしか来た